All right, y'all. So right now, Bitcoin is forming this bullish pattern, and I want to talk about it. I typically don't pay too much attention to patterns, but in this specific instance, it gets me a little bit excited. Okay, it just smells a little bit interesting. So is Bitcoin going to break up from here? Are we going to hit the target? Honestly, guys, it depends. It depends on a few things, and I'm going to be going over exactly what needs to happen for more upside. And I want to be going over the very specific levels to the upside, my specific targets for this, and to the downside, okay? As long as we're prepared for any type of price action, we will be confident, just like this man here, that we will not get liquidated. Why? Because we have maximum absorbency. I am still in my long trades, guys. These are the long trades that I have taken last week, and specifically, I'm in one that I took on Friday. I still not have closed the trade, guys. I'm going to be talking about my exact take profits and all that. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want to win $1,000 of Bitcoin, go follow me on Twitter at Jason_Casper. Go ahead, follow the instructions here to win $1,000 of Bitcoin. Now, $1,000 of Bitcoin, guys, this is the bear market. Could be worth a lot more in the bull market. Okay, so let's get into this. First of all, what is happening right now with the Bitcoin price? What level are we at right now? And what is the next target? In order to understand what is happening on the chart, we need to go back in time, or at least zoom out a little bit and get some context here. Trading is all about context. We need to identify market structure. What is happening on this chart? And what are the probabilities that we're going to go higher or come lower? Now, first of all, we are trading within a sideways range, okay? And we can look at this sideways range in a few ways, okay? I was talking about this in some of my previous videos, all right? But basically, I'm looking at this sideways range like this. I'm looking that there are three key levels of support and resistance, okay? Key support is going to be down here at 15,400. Then we have this key resistance that we are coming to right now around 17,100. And then we have another key resistance right up here at about 18,000. Okay. Now, these are key levels because if we're just looking at the market structure, we can see that price has formed significant highs and lows, right? This $18,000 level, if we go back in time more, was a significant low, and then it got flipped from support into resistance. And then we can see also this 17,100 level was an important area of support twice in a row, and now it is flipped into resistance, and we are currently consolidating here, and it is the weekend. And so let's kind of discuss what is going to happen. Now, we have taken a long trade from right down here. The setup was given over in the VIP Discord. And again, the reason is because we're looking at this as a sideways market. We want to long when price comes low, and we want to short when price comes high, right? The only trade I was interested in taking back a few weeks ago was a long from the low of this range, and I wanted to see bullish divergences on market Cipher B, right? I wanted to see Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs getting higher and higher as the price was getting lower and lower. If we come over to our chart, we can see that that's exactly what happened. If we look at market Cipher B, we can see that Sam Bankman's man boobs were getting higher as the price was getting lower right into our level. And then the next target I had was going to be that 17,100-ish level right here. And in this case, I wanted to see the opposite of the bullish divergences. I wanted to see Sam Bankman hanging upside down, okay, with his man boobs getting lower as the price was getting higher. And so this was the trade setup that I did give on Friday, one of the shorts, and I'm actually still in that short trade, guys. I actually don't have it pulled up on this trading account here, but I am actually still in that short trade. And so then on Friday, okay, we gave another long setup. All right, on Friday, we gave another long setup, which was going to be coming down to this key level that we had down here at about 16,825, and I wanted to see bullish divergences. Okay, now that's exactly what we got when we came down to this level right here at 16,825. You can see that we did in fact get our bullish divergences. If we zoom in a little bit, we can see that we did come down to the level, and we also did get the bullish divergences with the money flow getting thicker on market Cipher B. Okay, so all three of these trades, guys, have been very, very juicy, and it's because we have been simply trading, longing the low and shorting the high, right? Just like your grandfather told you when you told him you were getting into investing. He said, son, let me learn you a thing or two, all right? He had one of those southern laughs. He said, son, let me tell you a thing or two, all right? Investing's easy. All you have to do if you want to learn how to invest is buy low and sell high, okay? And so that's all we're doing right here, guys. Now, if you do want to join the VIP Discord where we give these trade setups in advance, look at the levels that we're looking to trade from, me and a lot of other really great traders in here posting analysis, multiple live streams a week. You can check out the community at patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, guys, if you do want to learn how to mark these juicy levels, check out the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader, because it will give you that step-by-step system so that you always know where you're looking to take your next trade, where your entry, take profit, and all that kind of stuff should be. So with that being said, I want to now get into the next major area of resistance, okay? Now, as I was saying before, this long that I'm currently in from right here, this is a area that used to be resistance and then got flipped into support. So right now, out of the gate, we can see that we are in between two key areas of support and resistance. We have come above this key level of 16,800, which was literally resistance for a whole week, and it has now been acting as support since Wednesday, November 30th. This is a sign of strength. In addition to that, if we go ahead and we draw out again our bull flag pattern that we had, it's technically a bull pennant, right? Depends on how you want to draw it. It could be a flag or a pennant. You can see, interestingly enough, that the target, first of all, we are like breaking this resistance right now, right? We are breaking the resistance currently, okay? Now, I'm not saying to long this because, in my opinion, the long trade should have been taken from the bottom of the flag. But if we look at the target for this, right, if we break out, we can see that our target is literally right up at our next major area of resistance, okay? Now, as traders, and specifically the way I trade, is this. I do not long, I rarely long a breakout of a pattern like this, right? What I always look to do is I look to, basically, if I see that a bull flag is forming, I will look to take a long from the bottom of it, right? In this case, we can see that the bull flag was indeed forming. I had a volume range pulled here, and I was watching this flag forming, saying, if we come down to the low of this flag, I will look to take the long trade, right? That's the long that I'm currently in, right? But I would not take a long because it looks like we're breaking resistance, because remember, we want to buy low and sell high. So as long as we are consolidating locally in this flag, my style of trading would say, Jason, don't long because it looks like we're breaking resistance, because what happens is most of the time, if we take longs when it looks like we're breaking resistance, we're going to get wrecked, right? We would have had so far 3 losing trades, as opposed to if we were taking longs and we're coming down to the bottom of the bull flag, we actually would have had 3 winning trades, right? So there's a few things that could happen. We might come down and get another opportunity to bounce. That's neither here nor there because that goes beyond the scope of this video. But what I really want to talk about right now is basically if we are going to break out, the next major area of resistance that I see on the chart right here is going to be this $18,000 level around this area. Now, why is that? It's because this actually, not only is this a key high that we put in right here, but we also have this area of consolidation, right, that we put in right here, which means there's some volume here. Now, I'm looking at that saying this is a key area of resistance where potentially we might be looking at a range, a sideways range, where we come up to the high and then make our way back down to the low, right? This right here, this entire chunk, may be a large bear flag of a higher time frame, right? Because we broke down right? I mean, we could even go back farther and say that we broke down farther. But really, we had this big move to the downside. Now we're consolidating, and we might break down and hit a lower low. Some of the key areas that I personally am looking at would be, if we go ahead and we take this flagpole and drag that below, right? But you can see that we're actually coming down to some pretty low areas. Now, these are very key areas, which is interesting, right? If we do take this measured move, this is a very key area. That 9K area, we have a lot of support, okay? So my point is, if we're looking at this as a sideways range, the next trade that I'm potentially planning, well, I shouldn't say the next trade, right? Because the actual next trade I'm going to take is in the Discord, but the next major area I would be looking to take a short from would be up here, right? Because this is a key support resistance flip at $18,000, and it's the next major area of resistance. And so I'm getting very interested in this bull flag, not to potentially long the bull flag, but to potentially short this zone if we come back up to this zone right here, okay? Now, what would we want to look for if we do get another big pump up to here? What would we want to look for? Right? This is actually very important. We don't just want to take a short trade because we're coming to a key level, but what we want to do is we want to have clear confirmations in advance so we know whether or not we want to take a trade. Well, if I'm going to be looking on the 4 hour, okay, which is the time frame that I really do like to trade here, I can potentially see right now that if we do get a fast move up today or tomorrow, we may get some very, very bearish divergences on this 4 hour time frame right here, with the money flow and the momentum waves continuing to get lower. Okay, if we do get a big pump up today or tomorrow and we get this very bearish div on the 4 hour, again, we want to see Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs getting lower as the price is getting higher. Or something else that we would want to take a look and see if we can see is this woman's butt cheeks, but we wouldn't want to see her right side up. We would actually want to see her upside down. So what I like to do is I like to actually take a screenshot of her, and let's see if we can flip her upside down, okay? Give me 1 second, guys. This is very, very important. People don't realize the importance of actually teaching the uneven butt cheek method, all right? The UEBCM, I call it, UEBCM, all right? That's 50 Cent. Here's our woman right here. Now, here's the thing. She's a party girl, and when she has a few too many to drink, what tends to happen is that she actually, hang on, let's fix this screen here. What tends to happen is that she will hang upside down from the ceiling, okay? Now, just think about this naturally, guys. If a woman of this stature, right, and I'm not trying to fat shame here, right? I love all body types. But if a woman of this stature is indeed hanging from the ceiling by her feet, how long do you think she can stay there before a big drop comes in? The answer, not so long, okay? So if we're seeing bearish divs on the 4 hour time frame as we come to that zone, and then we see the same thing on the 2 hour time frame, and then we see the same thing on the 1 hour time frame as we come into that zone, that could be something very, very bearish. Look at what happened at the last short trade that we took. We were getting the upside down uneven butt cheek pattern on the 1 hour time frame, where that left butt cheek was very big and juicy, the right butt cheek not so much, right? The left butt cheek was it was a nice and the bing and the round and the ravioli is flowing out of the butt cheek, and the right cheek, yeah, you know, it's kind of skinny like that skinny waitress at the diner. You know the one I'm talking about, right? She's got the Brooklyn accent and all that because she smokes too many cigarettes. And she's real skinny. She got the veins popping out her neck when she talks like that. She's bringing out your coffee. Okay? That's going to lead to a move to the downside. So right now, if I was to objectively look at this chart, I would say that it looks much more bullish than it does bearish. All right? And the reason I say that is this. If we go to an order flow chart, we can see that as we were consolidating back down here at the low of the bull flag, we got some very bullish CVD forming here, right? As we're consolidating here, we saw a very big increase of open interest, and we saw a very notable decrease of CVD. What that is telling us is that there are large players here absorbing shorts to try and fill positions to come higher. In addition, when we came up to the high of this area, if we take a look at the order flow, we can see that as the price is making a higher high, we don't see a large decrease of open interest, okay? We still see a whole bunch of trades opening up here, and CVD is continuing to get up. Now, you might say locally that we have bearish CVD. I would agree with that, but I'm looking more at a higher term time frame here, okay? When we look at the 1 hour time frame, we've actually now put in a higher momentum wave, right? We put in a higher momentum wave here locally. And if we take a look even at the 12-minute time frame, we can see that we've also put in a higher momentum wave here, okay, just locally. So there is room for upside, I would say, especially when we take a look at the 1 day time frame, okay? The 1 day time frame still has room to the upside here. And I do believe that if we're able to break above this key area of resistance right here that we have marked out on our chart, we will see that move up to the next major area of resistance. Now, guys, I do have to say, I am still holding multiple short trades, okay? I am still in the short trade that I took. Yes, I'm still in this short trade, guys. I'm actually in 2 short trades, right? I was in a short trade from that 17. Man, now I don't even know which one I'm in. I compounded a short trade. I'm still in a local short trade. That's the main point that I'm trying to say here, guys. I'm still in the short trade that I gave the setup for, and I'm still in the long trade. This right here, what we're looking at, this is not an action step in my mind. This is not an actionable place to enter a trade unless you're scalping this, right? Unless you're scalping this. For me, the next time I would really want to short is, well, I'm actually already short from here, but I'm not looking to long this breakout, right? I'm looking to potentially short up here. If we do reject, then there's levels to the downside that I would be looking to take a long from, right? But if we don't reject and we do break out, this is going to be my first target. Now, again, I've been saying for a while here, that right now I do remain bearish on Bitcoin unless we can surpass that 19,150 area, because that is very, very key. Very, very, very key. In addition, guys, I do recommend that you go ahead and check out the video that I posted a while ago, right? Go ahead and check out the video that I posted. I think it was on Friday, right? This video is basically my trading strategy that I use right here, the strategy that made me profitable. This is pretty much the strategy that has gotten me into all 3 of the trades that I showed right here that we've taken in the past few days, weeks, right? And this will really give you a firm understanding of the strategy that I primarily use to trade. And I really think it would be very, very beneficial for anybody who is looking to, I guess, take their trading to the next level if you're having trouble, especially if you're getting started, right? So that's it, guys. If you do want to learn how to use an order flow chart, check out the course at learn.jasoncaspertrading.com. Also, remember to follow me on Twitter to potentially win $1,000. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. God bless everybody. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, I pray everybody is super blessed. I know not everybody is religious, and that's fine, but I do pray blessings upon everybody. I will see everybody in the next video. Peace, y'all.